Lloyd, Wendy, and Vasi proceeded to walk their way back home, having turned down the car the club manager had prepared for them. They were then met with the girls and Sergei, all of whom had been worried about them. After putting a half-asleep Kia to bed, Lloyd and his team delivered the report. How awful. I can't believe him. How could they put you in that position? Setting your succession of a war god aside for now, it sounds like you managed to gain plenty of intel. Yeah. We're banking somewhere around 100 million mirror on this new contract. Going off the situation is a safe bet that their employers are the imperial government. They also mentioned they would be busy starting tomorrow, which can only mean they're plotting something for the trade conference. I think I got an idea about the provisions of this contract. What about you, Lloyd? Me? Well... I think protect the Imperial Chancellor is right. We haven't had any hint of an assassination, and while they have trouble with Heiwe, I doubt the Imperial government has? It's just a hunch, but I've heard that the Blood and Iron Chancellor has a lot of opposition in the Empire. Chances are high that the Red Constellation are here to protect him during his stay in Crossbell. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Good observation, Lloyd. But don't you think 100 million mirror is overcharging for something so simple? And besides, surely the Chancellor is bringing his own personal detail too. Good point. Both Arabonia and Calvert are bringing a sizable number of guards and escorts with them. Well, naturally, the Red Constellation would be acting independently from official security. If you pay attention to their actions, it's clear that they're trying to get a feel for the location in any way they can. I'd say that lines up. They've been sightings at Amorica Village, Mines, and Belgard. Though on the surface, all they seemed to be doing was stocking up on food supplies and septium. Yeah, but I don't think that's why they were visiting so many different regions. But I wanted to scout things out, just like we in the Bracers do. That way, they'll be quick to mobilize at a moment's notice. I also got that impression. Well, it's all only speculation at this point. Dignitaries from all across the continent are coming tomorrow for August Tower's unveiling. Oh, and on that note, I'll be sending you guys on site too. Come again? By site, do you mean the unveiling? The Red Constellation's giving you a bad case of tunnel vision lately. You have a special support section with a counter-espionage and anti-terrorism squad. It's time you have a change of pace so you can get a better sense of a bigger picture here. I guess you're right. Truth hurts sometimes. Does that mean we'll be an official part of the security detail then? On paper, yes, but I want you to focus on observing the unveiling ceremony itself. Get a lay of the land once the trade conference begins. Keep an eye on how the dignitaries carry themselves. Doing that should give you a different perspective on things. Understood. Lucky us, we're going to have front row seats for the spectacle. You're still awake? Somewhere in the Imperial capital. We depart early tomorrow morning. Shouldn't you be resting? Right. I thought it best to read over these reports while I have a chance. From a military academy? I never expected you to take your duties there so seriously. I'm the chairman of a board of directors, even if it's only in name. The students are giving it their all. It's only right that I give them mine as well. Ha, so be it. Well, aside, I managed to dig up some new information about that matter we were looking into. Duke Cayenne's attack dogs are beginning to make their move again. Him again. I wish I could say his troublemaking surprised me. Do you know the scope of her plans? No, not yet. The intelligence division hasn't fully uncovered it themselves. Our friend the Chancellor certainly reaps what he sows. This does not bode well for him, does it? Then again, I'm not out of the woods either, am I? Maybe they find it in their hearts to target me as well? That's no laughing matter, you fool. Wouldn't it be wise to request more support from the 7th Armored Division? It's not too late to put in a call, you know. I'm afraid I have to decline. The Chancellor's safety aside, if I were to appear with a full escort in tow, it would ruin my precious public image. Besides, I'll always have you, my love. I can't think of anywhere in the world that'd be safer than in your tender arms. Well, I'm off to bed. Sorry, I forgot myself there. Pillow talk aside, I'm looking forward to speaking with the Crown Princess tomorrow. Have all the arrangements been made? Yes, I spoke with a senior captain earlier. We're scheduled to meet early tomorrow evening, after the luncheon. Good, good. My, is it hard to believe it's been almost a year. I only wish Estelle and the others were coming, so we could make it a proper reunion. Cheryl's been busy with work as well, too much so to make time for a trip. Right. Nevertheless, I will do my utmost to enjoy Zemuria's most modern urban city in their stead. And worry not, I have no intention of getting in the way of your long-awaited rendezvous with a senior captain. Why, if you'd like, you could even set some time aside for a lovely date at a theme park. Stay out of it, idiot. Actually, your idiocy is going beyond your usual bounds tonight. I trust you aren't getting any ideas of creating more work for me tomorrow, correct? Of course not. Why, I wouldn't dream of it. At this rate, I'm going to have to put a leash around his neck tomorrow. Well, all things considered, this will likely be my last foreign trip for a while, and our work is certainly cut out for us. We need to find out what the Chancellor is planning, not to mention keep an eye on developments around the continent. I know, of course, do nothing but headaches lately, but I hope you know I'm counting on you, my dearest friend. Naturally. Liberal Kingdom airspace, high-speed cruiser assail. What a lovely breeze. Judging by the shift in the clouds, we should be in for clear skies over there. Thank you as always, old friend. It is a fiat. The cinders are beginning to smolder in the Republic as well. Then there's Heiyuin, not to mention intervention of the continent's leading Jäger Corps. And of course, I'm already well aware of who's been operating on the Blood and Iron Chancellor's behalf. Don't mind me. We'll be flying northeast tomorrow. Will you be joining us on board? Even you may have trouble following us all the way into foreign territory. So, this is your Highness. Yes, I wanted to enjoy the breeze for a while. I'm a tad ill at ease over these next few days. What with a trade conference? That's surprising to hear. Hello, Zeke. Back from your scouting mission? Here. I received a report from R&A Research. From Richard. Please, let me have a look. Details on Republican government activity? Radical nationalists within Calvert? It seems every region in the western half of the continent is undergoing some kind of turmoil. Yes, I have to agree. I need to consult the prince over this as well. Perhaps now would be a good time to make use of a specially recommended connection. Connection, Your Highness? That's right. I want to see for myself how reliable they can be. They may just be allies we need during our visit. I see. The ones that Estelle and Joshua told us about. I don't see the harm in seeking their assistance in addition to the guilds. Indeed. Probably us? 2 years have passed since the signing of a non-aggression pact that Grandmother proposed. The pact allowed us to avoid war, but at the cost of giving rise to other unforeseen pressures that have strained the continent. At this point, we have no choice but to seek out a new framework, one that will replace the non-aggression pact. How pleasantly surprising. This terminal is a lot more user-friendly than I expected. That voice acting sounds like Campanella. Jonah Sacred, systems engineering prodigy of the Epstein Foundation. I'm impressed you managed to construct such a complex environment on a network as obsolete as this. I suppose it wasn't really a fluke you were able to catch Ren then. You should be quite pleased with yourself. Astral code installation complete. Time to get to work. Phase-space access confirmed. Now to begin crawling the Auburn network. Secure an entry from multiple routes. First, second and third security clearances bypassed. All that's left is cracking the logic key and done. You're all mine, main terminal. I can see the professor is so proud of his code. That's enough fun for now, though. I've got info to dig up. Whoops, I've been hacked. Not bad, Freckles. But not good either. You won't even notice my little breach until tomorrow. So I'm sure it won't make a difference if I have a little more fun in the meantime. Ooh. Late August 1204 of the Septian calendar. The West Zemuria Trade Conference, proposed by the newly elected mayor of Crossbell and CEO of the IBC, Dieter Kreuss, is about to commence. Representing the major powers of the West, the Empire of Erebonia, are Blood and Iron Chancellor Gilead Osborne and Man About Town Prince Oliver Reiseana. From the major power to the east, the Republic of Calvert, comes President Samuel Rocksmith, carrying with him the support of the masses. Representing the northern principality of the Mefaria is its young ruler Prince Albert von Bartholomeus. And finally, from the Liberal Kingdom to the southwest comes Crown Princess Claudia von Auslese on behalf of Queen Alicia II. At this very moment, prominent dignitaries from across the continent are beginning to gather together on cross-balanced soil. Wer comes für Eisengraf? The Imperial Chancellor was elected. Representative for the Imperial Government, Blood and Iron Chancellor Gilead Osborne. Representative by proxy for the Emperor of the Erebonian Empire, Prince Oliver Reiseana, together with his bodyguard Müller and Tower Herschel from the Trails of Cold Steel series. Representative for the Calvert Republic, President Samuel Rocksmith. And Kilika Ruran. Representative for the Liberal Kingdom, Princess Claudia von Auslese. Representative for the Principality of the Mefaria, Grand Prince Albert von Bartholomeus. Co-representative for Crossbow State, Speaker Henry McDowell. And co-representative for Crossbow State, Mayor Dieter Kreuss. Wow, what a lineup. Truly, we're looking at some of the most powerful individuals on the continent. Dang, I didn't realize the Blood and Iron Chancellor was such a beast. Not just in rap, but physically too. President Rocksmith, from the other hand, looks like he's downed one too many of Eastern Quarter's famous onion hotpots. Princess Claudia of Libel is so gorgeous. And look, it's Senior Captain Schwartz in the flesh. Attention, esteemed dignitaries. Allow me to formally welcome you to Crossbow State. I am the Mayor of Crossbow City, Dieter Kreuss. Thank you all for coming here today and agreeing to participate in the West Zemuria Trade Conference. Normally, this would be the part where I announce the commencement of the conference itself. But before we get to that, we must first commemorate this auspicious day. There's something I wish to show you. Behind me stands Crossbow City's new City Hall, a modern landmark that symbolizes our state's commitment to trade and finance. Above all else, it is a center of international exchange, a place built to foster peace and concord throughout the entire continent. It is with great pride that I unveil to you the continent's first true skyscraper, Olkis Tower. Now we have a proper video sequence. There it is, Olkis Tower. I'd seen the architectural brief, but words can possibly do it justice. It's incredible. I feel overwhelmed just looking at it. Sweet mother of ages. How much mirror did they drop on this thing? More than mere mortals like us will ever see in our lifetimes combined. My goodness me. For once I'm speechless. It's astonishing where technological progress can lead you. It takes me back to when we were in the Liber Arc. Yes, though it's not quite as tall as the Axis pillar was. Splendid. Splendid. I read over the details in your report, but I still can't believe my eyes. Yes, the real thing has far exceeded my expectations. The IBC's economic might is as impressive as ever. Remarkable without a doubt. This will surely go down as one of many historical moments upon this fateful soil, both past and future. Dang, I wouldn't mind checking out the view from the roof. Wonder if Mr. Mayor would let me up there if I asked real nicely. Now then, let us proceed. To our distinguished guests, as well as all those gathered here today, I hereby declare the West Zemuria Trade Conference officially open. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. The word magnificent comes to mind. Seeing it makes me all the more pleased that we decided to come to Crossbow. Oh, very auspicious. But I believe I've seen enough. It would appear that we have an infestation to tend to. I trust you take care of it. And what of tomorrow's grand event? Your aid would be greatly appreciated. It would afford us so much more peace of mind to have you there. If I must. Farewell for now. Elusive as ever. Frankly, I would prefer to stake my trust in someone less fickle. Oh, come now, fickle is a bit of an unfair way to put it. There are simply restrictions on when he will and won't cooperate with us. Once you have him figured out, getting him to help is simple. Is that so? What restrictions could an assassin have? That's still a secret. Nevertheless, everything has gone according to plan thus far. Let's make extra certain it stays that way come tomorrow. Yes, sir. Man, that building is insane! What do you say? Would it be fun to tear that sucker down? I understand the urge, but try and keep it in check. That tower just might come in handy for us down the line. Ah, lame. Well, whatever. Gonna go check out the city, okay? The tower's got this place just up like you wouldn't believe it. Knock yourself out. There she goes, peppy as ever. She must be real excited about that building getting unveiled. Maybe so. The moment that she's intoxicated by the thought of a bloodshed soon to follow. So she is. That far better suits Miss Orlando's tastes. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. She'll get off till tomorrow, one way or another. And once the fated tower emerges, drawing toward it the destinies of all in an uncontrollable vortex. If only LeBlanc was here, would have waxed even more poetic over a sight like this. On the other hand, it wouldn't shock me to learn he came to see it uninvited anyway. Oh, what's this? All that's left is to make sure these fall into the right hands. But for now, I may as well start preparing for the next batch of festivities while I'm here. Incredible! It's finally done. Looks like all that funding from the IBC didn't go to waste. It's even nicer than I could have ever imagined. I always knew Mayor Croix could pull it off. The sky's the limit for him. It's so freaking cool! Hey, Anwi, we totally gotta explore that thing. Come on, let's go! But we'll just get in trouble again. I mean, not that I don't want to go in there too, but... Wowie! It truly is an impressive structure. I would never see something like this in Calvert. Now I understand why our men held the city in such high esteem. Everyone sounds so excited. Hey Kia, is the building really that big? Kia, are you still there? Sorry, Shizuku. But yeah, it's like ginormous. It's blue and white and super sleek and so pretty too. But what's wrong? It's nothing. That's weird. This is my first time seeing it, but I feel like I recognize this tower from somewhere. So the trade conference's main session will be tomorrow afternoon, huh? Yeah, they'll be holding informal talks at the luncheon today. From there, we'll meet for dinner in the evening, after which we'll watch a performance from Arc-en-Ciel. Oh, and all of the dignitaries will be staying at the state guest house at Michelin. You're referring to former Speaker Hartmann's old mansion, right? Wow, so that's what they're using that enormous crib of his for now? Well, Hartmann's fines for his corruption and illegal dealings were pretty exorbitant. It was confiscated as compensation, so now I use it as a residence for VIPs from abroad. I suppose he got what he deserved? Am I correct in assuming Michelin is going to be closed to the public? Yeah, both the theme park and Michelin Center are getting shut down. The CGF will be stationed there, so you don't need to worry. Understood. We'll continue focusing on our support requests then. Do what you gotta do. Some of the invitees are planning to tour the state after lunch. You never know what problems may arise. Be ready to help out at a moment's notice. We keep in mind. Man, though, all those attendees had Big Shot written all over them. Especially that Blood and Iron Chancellor. There's something up with that guy. Yeah, initially I only had my eyes on Lecter. But the Chancellor? His presence completely dominated everything around him. Calvert's President Rocksmith seemed a little on the friendlier side at least. But on the other hand, it was hard not to notice Killiga standing right next to him. So she really does work for Calvert's intelligence network, the Rocksmith Agency. The President is known for his populist stances, but even so, I don't think we should take him lightly. None of them had even half as much grace and elegance as Princess Claudia of Libel, though. Senior Captain Schwartz was with her too, looking just as dashing as ever. That woman's the captain of the Royal Guard, if I remember correctly. Her looks and status have created some rather passionate fans. Yeah, I suppose they have. Truth be told, I'm actually an admirer of hers myself. Wait, you are? Oh, the oval phone. What do we have here? You swing that way, mademoiselle? I'm not sure how you do that conclusion. I simply had the pleasure of attending a procession held by the Royal Guard back when I visited Liberal, is all. They happened to be selling a photo album of the senior captain, so of course I just had to buy one. I see. You have to show it to me later, please. Okay, it will. Schwartz 2, man 0. Well, a lady in uniform does have a certain charm of her own. Personally though, I'd say I was keen on Prince Olivert of the Imperial family. Prince Olivert, huh? I feel like I've been hearing his name more and more these days. He rose to fame recently after playing a major role in solving the Liberal incident. After that he went to all sorts of events that bolstered his popularity. Though, if I recall correctly, he doesn't hold the right of succession to the Imperial throne. Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, if he was involved in solving the Liberal incident, wouldn't that mean he's met Estelle and Joshua before? Oh, you might be right. Those two seem pretty damn popular, so I wouldn't rule it out. We're home! Welcome back, Kia. You too, Zeit. Oh, where's Shizuku? Were the two of you spending the day together? Yeah, but she went back to the hospital with her dad. We got to see them unveil the tower together, though. It was super awesome. You guys gotta see it up close, right? Yeah, but the thing was so huge, I'm not sure I actually got a good look. Yeah, they sure went kidding when they called that thing a skyscraper. I bet you two managed to get a perfect view of it, huh, Kia? Yeah, it was so cool. And those explodey things, the fireworks I think, they were really pretty too. But, what's wrong? It's nothing. Are you leaving again for work soon? Yeah, we'll be out until after dark. What about you, Chief? I'll be on standby for the day. Just focus on your own work. I'll contact you if anything pops up. Sounds like a plan. Let us out after we check the terminal. What do we have? Marie gone missing. Urgent. Client Bond. My family's beloved kitten Marie has gone missing. I searched the neighborhood yesterday, but couldn't find any clues. Could we ask you to help find her? Our apartment's on the second floor of Arcadia Apartments on East Street. Please visit us for further detail. Bracing for battle. Bracers Lynn and Aeolia. We'd like the special support section to join us for a training session. We'll be waiting at the Ash Tree Inn over in Amorca Village. Please come by if you have the time. Musician Manhunt. Müller. I traveled here from the Empire to stage a concert, but my musician has appeared. This is an urgent matter. Could you please help me find him? I would like to discuss the details in person. Meet me at Crossbar Station. And the dangerous monster Savage Horn has been sighted on East Crossbar Highway. That's a lot of requests, and they all seem more than a little intriguing. I'm not sure what to make of this musician manhunt though. Forget it, it's not every day you get called in by two of the guild's foxiest knockouts. I mean, sure, it's for training and not a hot date, but beggars can't be choosers. Well, it does sound like a good time. Oh, and this lost kitten request from that family we know. Yeah, it's Bond's family again. The ones that moved to East Street. We helped them with their cat once before, so I wouldn't mind lending hands again. Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. Let's be sure we take the time to see them. They went out of their way to ask us specifically after all. The city is bound to be a lot more lively thanks to the tower unveiling. Not to mention all these visiting dignitaries. We should take our patrols out and about today. It would be a blast, I'm sure. Good, but I end this episode here, and this is probably 2 episodes. Just looking at the time, so, and all of it is cutscene. So, until next time then, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.